Okay, this one's for Gabby.
One newspaper a day means the use of 66,000 gallons or 250,800 liters of water a year. The average person uses approximately 140 to 160 gallons or 530 to 600 liters of water per day. Less than 2% of the Earth's water supply is fresh water. Showering and bathing is one of the largest users, over 27% of water domestically. Every day we drink about 110 million or 417 million liters, gallons of water.
I see trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow.
I'm in the Center for Sustainable Building Research, so building research is what we, sustainable building research is what we specialize in. And we, early on, we were looking primarily at buildings. Now we're looking at neighborhoods and communities, sustainable communities. We've been developing guidelines for about 10 years and doing research in buildings for about 10 years. And now we realize that that's probably only half of the issue. The other half is actually infrastructure, stable infrastructure, sustainable living, and how we lay these buildings out on the ground. So that's kind of what we're getting into now, looking at a lot of sustainable communities. We just, my director and I just got back in 2.5 weeks looking at sustainable communities in Europe and how they're putting them together.
Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Will trouble me.
Well, we looked at London, we looked at around in the Netherlands, a couple different places in the Netherlands, a couple places in northern Germany and southern Germany.
So are you seeing trends there?
Yeah, it's similar. It's very similar how they go about developing it. The process is really as important as the product in that case.
Right.
Now, oftentimes you have to change, if you're going to do the same process that we have here and hope a sustainable community will pop out the end, I think you're kidding yourself. You really have to change the process. And we talk about backcasting. Okay, what sustainable community do you want, and then how do you go about developing it?
Right.
So, we are good at developing suburbs. And so our process is to make more suburbs. There isn't too much differentiation in the suburbs in the metro area. They all pretty much look the same. Some have bigger houses than others. But essentially, there isn't too much difference because the planning process kind of dictates the outcome. So if we want a different outcome, we have to have a different planning process. And the Europeans have developed a planning process for their culture. We have to develop one for our culture too. It's somewhat culturally driven.
Okay.
In values and understanding of the world and the trends and things like that we just don't have here. Kind of, we look mostly at energy because that's the biggest driver in a building. It's probably produces the most greenhouse gas and stuff like that. If you look at a building and how much energy or how much gas, we've done some carbon tracking of buildings, and we look at buildings, about 60% is the operation of the building, just how much to heat it and cool it and things like that. That's 60% of the greenhouse gas.
Right.
Another 25%, depending on the building, is getting there, driving to your work and stuff like that.
Okay.
And about 6% is the actual building materials themselves and what they took to make those. And then you get down to small percentages on the amount of waste and water and wastewater and things like that that make up the full 100%. But it's really building operations that we're trying to attack first because it is the largest greenhouse producer. In fact, we're doing a study on it right now. It was a LEED Gold building, and we judge buildings by kBTUs per square foot, which is kilo British thermal units. One BTU would be like a match. So a kilo BTU is 1,000 BTUs. And that building was supposed to run at 30 kilobTUs per square foot per year. And it's running about 40. So we're doing an investigation what we could do to where's the energy going and why is it not running how it was designed. So we're doing kind of investigative work now, looking at all the systems and are they running as efficiently as possible? Are things what we think they're doing really doing them not? Or are we wasting some energy there that we don't need to waste?
Okay.
So we're looking at the various systems. We're looking at the lighting systems and certainly the heating and cooling systems and the hot water systems, anything that would have energy. So we're kind of taking the building apart.